How's it going, YouTube? Decode here, and welcome back to our SPT Hatchet 2 Hero series. This is episode number 3, so if you haven't checked out episode number 1 and 2, be sure to go and check that out before you check out this episode, just so you can keep up to date with our progress within this series. So we do have a 40% survival rate, which means we've survived 3 raids, and unfortunately we have died in 4 of our raids out of the 7 that we have completed. But it looks like we do have some insurance returns coming back from Prapor. So we do have some armor, which is handy because we don't actually have any right now. We have a backpack, we have our Mosin back as well. We do have some tax sports, so overall we have a fair bit of insurance coming back to us. So I am actually going to go ahead and put the Mosin on as our primary, but I'm going to run the MP7 as a secondary for this raid. We will put this helmet on, even though it's not the greatest helmet in the world, and we will also put our USEC trooper armor back on. I'm going to repair this with mechanic. I'm not going to worry too much about the helmet, however, just solely because the helmet isn't the greatest in the world, even with obviously that being on, so we'll just leave it as it is. But we are going to try and run it back to get excuse me, to get the introduction task done, so then we can actually start getting stuff done for Jaeger. But before we do so, we'll just have a look at what our daily tasks are saying. So we have one with therapist, which we need to eliminate scavs from a distance of more than 10 meters. So we'll go ahead and accept that one, so because we could potentially get that done with the raid that we're about to get into. Next one, we need to find and transfer 2 CPU fans, which we actually already have, and it does give us the a little bit of skier rep. So we'll go ahead and turn that in now, just to get that sorted. It doesn't give us the greatest rewards in terms of the actual items we receive, but getting 0.01 skier rep is going to be very handy for us. And then with Ragman, we have to survive 5 interchange runs. Again, doesn't give us the greatest rewards, like 15k rubles would be quite nice, but other than that, the rewards for this aren't amazing, and we don't really need to go to interchange right now, but we will keep hold of that just in case we decide to go there for, say, some food runs or something along those lines. But we will go ahead and grab our rewards from Skier, and then I'm actually just going to go ahead and very quickly sell the 2 weapon like part rewards that we got from that quest to give to Mechanic. And then without further ado, I think it is now time for us to look to go into our first run of the episode. I am actually going to take this backpack in, because I am going to potentially look to grab a few bits and bobs when it comes to looting this raid. I'm going to put this marker back on, because we do actually need to go into Ground Zero again for Scorpion, which is the added trader from one of our mods to locate the second ambulance on Ground Zero and mark that for them. So if we do end up going to Ground Zero this particular episode, we do actually have the marker ready and available. But the first raid we're going to do is into woods. We'll go in daytime because we don't have any night vision, unfortunately. But we're going to jump into a woods run, get this Jaeger letter, and get out of the raid. We'll probably loot up before we go over to the letter if we get anywhere near the med camp or the USEC camp spawns. But regardless, let's jump into this raid and see if we can get this letter successfully exfilled in this episode. Alrighty, raid number 1 on woods, and it looks like we have the spawn over by the USEC camp. We are just behind it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's just to our left here. So we are going to go up there, see if we can grab some loot, and then we will go over to the letter spawn. And then from the letter spawn, we will literally just go for exfil. We're not going to worry about going anywhere else. But I'm just going to put my MP7 on as our main weapon for the time being, just in case we do have any scavs or PMCs that roll through this location. At least this way we are covered for that. No trooper armor in the corner there, unfortunately. Would have been nice to kind of take this one off and put a new one on. We will take this AK, even though it is a single fire AK. It is an AK that we'll probably end up using at some point during the course of this particular series. There's another weapon here as well. This ADAR we'll take for now, but we'll probably end up dropping it. It all depends on how things kind of go during the course of the raid. But we are going to go ahead and pop the scope onto the AK. Because if we do drop this ADAR, then we do want to be able... In fact, we're going to drop the ADAR to take the AK. AKS-74 even. Solely because I feel that the AK is going to be something that's going to be a little bit easier for us to go ahead and use during the course of this series. Especially at this current point, whereas the ADAR, we're going to have to find a few different bits and bobs to be able to go ahead and actually use that successfully, i.e. bigger mags and some modding parts. But realistically, the only thing we're here at this camp for is get a little bit of loot, just so we can either top up our finance situation, or we can go ahead and what's the other thing I was going to say? Top up our finance, or have things that we need for future quests, and also hideout upgrades. But the shots that we're hearing sound like they're over towards the like the scav tower spawn, which makes me believe it could be the goons. There's no guarantee of that, but there is obviously the potential of them being over there. We don't actually need that black wheat, but we'll pop it and take it out for some XP. And then we'll continue to loot over this side of the Rusek camp. I am going to go and have a quick look, see what these shots are about, because they could even be at this area here. And if we can get a couple of kills under our belt, then happy days. So before I even go ahead and loot this area, I'm just going to clear it out. So it doesn't look like anyone's actually at the camp. And I think those shots are where we initially thought they were, so we're just going to leave those be. There's no need for us to go over in that location. And I do apologise if I cough a little bit during the course of this episode. For some reason I have like a little bit of a dry cough going on at the moment. Not too sure why I have a dry cough going on at the moment, but we have one nevertheless, which is a little bit unfortunate. So we are going to go ahead and drop the whatchamacallit, we're going to drop the cigarettes just so we can take the weapon mods. Can't put any of those onto either the AKs that we have, unfortunately. What is this? Ooh. Do we want to take this over, say, this AK? I think we do. We can drop that. Do we have a splint? We don't have a splint. We can probably drop that sight as well. Put that on there. We can't actually put it in our backpack, unfortunately. So instead of having the MP7 for the time being, in the second slot we'll go ahead and we'll put the SCAR there instead. And I'll probably end up actually putting the... Didn't actually mean to do that, but we'll put the sight that we grabbed and slot it onto our AK onto the MK17 SCAR instead. So another military tube, and we have a carbat. The carbat's going to weigh us down so much, that's the only issue right now. Like, we are one chonky person, but I think we should be relatively okay, as long as we don't take any city engagements. Serve kit, which would be quite nice to have. Tar cola we can just go ahead and drink. Same with these peas. In order to take, we could probably put this and the paracord to take the serve kit, if it'll actually let us take it. Let's just make sure there's no LEDX or anything that we're going to miss on the floor, which there isn't. That's fine. Let's go ahead and have these peas, then we'll drink the tar cola, and we'll move on from there. As you can tell, we are now very heavy, So we need to take that into consideration. If we do get into any fights, we'll probably have to drop our bag. We have... How many rounds do we have? We are almost full on the Scar. I didn't mean to do that. We'll do this instead. So we will have a quick look up the hill, just to see if we can scope anyone out. But I just have a strong suspicion that these shots were in a location that we're not going to be able to see. Especially now that they've stopped as well. Theoretically speaking, we could check this area for... You know what? We're going to drop the car back. It's going to make us way too heavy. Just have a quick look, see if there's any Salewas down here. Doesn't look like it though, unfortunately. Right, let's move on. So if I didn't have the likes of all of the weapons on me, I probably would entertain taking the car battery. But considering we've found the AK, we've got the MP7 we brought in, we've got the Scar, and we've got the Mosin, I think it's probably better for us to drop that car bat and leave it. As hard as they might be to find further down the line, I would prefer to have weapons over the car bat right now, especially with our luck over the last episode, where we probably only got out, I think we only got out of like one raid, if any raids at all. So we want to try and ensure that we have some sort of weaponry in case that situation arises again. But the main aim now is to go and get this letter, and then we can focus on moving on to different tasks. It might even be a case that we go into interchange and try and get the Ragman daily done. At the same time looking for food and drink for the Jaeger task. That is like a potential that we could theoretically do. Whilst also looking for things for other tasks as well. Just kind of have to wait and see how things pan out, I suppose. Honestly, I thought that was the outline of a person for a split second there, but it's not. So let's continue to move. We will want to try and scan the tree line as we move up this way, because it is a common spot for scavs to spawn in like normal live servers. But with the Sane mod that we've got on for the single player Tarkov, like the mod that we have, the scavs could potentially be absolutely anywhere. So we have to be wary that there could be absolutely nobody up here, which is also obviously a possibility. There's a lot of shots going on towards the village location. Let's just have a quick check, see if we can see any scavs in this like field over here. So we don't have to go around the back of the rock face just yet. Looks like at the moment there is no movement or activity here, which is slightly unfortunate, because I was hoping to potentially dunk some scavs during the course of this run, especially over the 10-meter mark for the daily task we got for therapist. But so far, we've had no luck in finding any scavs or any actual activity at all. Ideally, we would like to avoid it if at all possible, just to get out with this Jaeger letter. But at the same time, there is every possibility we run into a PMC over this way, because that seems to be what ends up happening for us. We seem to run into a fair few PMCs when we don't really want to be, especially on woods. But let's grab this letter. We will scope out the med camp, just because we have a reasonably long range sight on our weapon, so we can at least see if there's any activity going on over in this location as we are moving this way. Now I know I said I want to try and get out of this letter when we grab it, but if we can go over to this med camp and find the Salewers we need, then that would be pretty handy to get 2 tasks potentially completed with 1 stone. Even if we get 2 Salewers, we can then run a ground 0 run to get a guaranteed found and raid Salewa from Scorpion, because that is one of the rewards that we have available from that task. I just don't actually know where the second ambulance is that we have to mark for that task. It might well be that it's a like Emacom ambulance, because I'm pretty sure there's one in and around that location. I don't see any movement down here, which is both scary because there could be AI inside of the med camp, but at the same time it could mean that it's completely free. Just have to wait and see how things go as we enter here. Okay, so this has been opened. So we did see someone run out the back of the med camp there.
$12
I don't know if I killed them, so I'm going to drop the scar for a second and bring out the MP7 and then throw a nade over there.
Take cover.
It's one down. There's at least one more. Somewhere. There we go. There's 2 down. 3 down. So I think I might be right in saying we are A-OK now. That'll be famous last words, I would imagine. But we will soon find out, of course. So blood set down there. So this could have been a 3-man squad, you know. It's another AK 545. Okay, so this is the one that we killed with the SMG. Just gonna see what loot they have on them. So if I could find maybe like a Soleil. Oh, that gas analyzer is needed. Okay, this is going to be interesting now. power bank, and that will take... Drop this. We can buy this ammo again. Go and grab our scar real quick before we do anything else. And then we'll probably research the med containers at the very minimum. Okay, so we killed them with the scar. They have a Glock. I prefer that over the one that we've got. We'll take this. Take the Vaseline. They have a Pilgrim, which is huge. Please just do not be a... I was about to say a full Pilgrim. It's not quite a full Pilgrim. Loot Lord will keep. Okay, a few items in here that we can use for money, which is nice. Everything else, don't really need to worry about. Should get this backpack back on insurance. Chuck that there. Okay. Is this the guy we've already looted? Yeah. Let's close that. They have a suppressed Mosin, so I'm going to take your suppressor, my good sir. Another military tube, what the hell? This is like our fourth one we found. We could probably drop the kite if we do find a Salewa. Once we've checked everything in terms of that suppressor would be quite nice to grab actually. Once we've checked everything in here for like meds, we will be getting out of here. ARU splint's quite nice. Do we still have that other splint or did we drop it? We dropped it. Probably get rid of this bandage, I think, because we do have the AFAC. Very quickly go and check the meds over in the corner, because they may not have been touched. But saying that, there is a high possibility they could have been as well. Nothing has spawned in there. No weapon crate there. Okay, so it looks like this place may well have been ransacked for loot, which is fine. But at least we've got a team of 3. Salewa, maybe? Not Salewa, Isco even. No, apple juice, that's fine. We'll drink up the apple juice in that case. Completely forgot this was a ration supply crate. I think the med one's this one in the corner. Those shots are over towards that extract. So we'll avoid that if at all possible. Can I? Oh no, of course I can't. It's a med crate. So can I put that in here? The answer is no. Of course I can't. Okay, so even if that extract is open, we are not going to entertain going over there. We have a fair bit of loot on us. We just want to get ourselves out of this raid now. We have the letter. Unfortunately, no Salewas, but we have the letter. We have some weapons in terms of the AK and the SCAR, as well as a pistol. So we have the opportunity to do pistol runs too. Unfortunately, no scav kills over 10 meters, but we can't have everything go our way. We just need to now get out of here so we can hand in the bits that we need to Jaeger once we've handed in the letter to Mechanic. But switching to the MP7 was definitely the right choice. Obviously, we've left that behind. There might have been a way that we could have taken that with us, but we've left it behind in the med camp. We may get it back on insurance, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. As nice as it would be to get it back on insurance, we have got a few weapons that we can now go ahead and use instead of that particular MP7, as well as the MP7s have done us so far this series. If we can start using things that have a bit more range to them, then we'll start using things that have a bit more range to them. But that is a nice successful exfil, and we finally have the Jaeger letter out of the raid, which means we can hand it into Mechanic and start the quest line with Jaeger, which is huge. So before we do anything else, that's going to be the first thing we go ahead and get done. So all headshots on those PMCs, level 12, 7 and 3. So not the highest of levels, but I'm pretty sure the Sane mod that we've got installed, we've set the parameters to be in and around 10 levels either side of us. I say either side of us. When we're level 0, it would have been up to level 10. But now that we're, level 7 I think it is, it will be obviously up to level 17 that we can run into. But let's just hand in the letter for introduction, meaning we now have Jaeger unlocked, and we can turn in the 2 Iskras we have, the 1 pack of noodles, and then also 2 of our Tushonkas. So we just need 1 more Iskra and 1 more pack of noodles to finish that task, and we are actually even at level 8 with the whole progression side of things. This power bank we're probably just going to end up selling. We'll keep hold of this. We don't need dog tags at the moment, so we'll probably sell the dog tags for the time being. This Tushonka, now that we've handed in all the Tushonkas we need, can be sold. Is there anything? Do I have a green tea already? I don't know if I do. I do have a green tea already. I can't remember how many I need though for the barter for the key that I'm thinking of. So we'll just go ahead and keep hold of it for now. We're going to take the Kvass in to the next raid for some hydration. The Akmari will probably end up selling. We'll keep hold of that. We'll keep hold of the serve because we still got CMS, and we'll keep hold of this, and then the suppressor will also go ahead and keep hold of. The MK17 we'll look at in a minute, same with the AK545. I just know that I'm not going to be taking the Mosin into our next run. Willer's Wallet, we've got 42k in here, so we only need 5,000 of that for the car exfils. So the rest we'll put into the stash. The Vaseline we'll keep there. We're actually going to go ahead and take the the AFAC over the AI2s. We'll probably sell the AI2s. In fact, do we want to sell the AI2s? Probably not. We want to probably keep hold of them if we can. But let's just go ahead and sell the bits that we're definitely going to get rid of, which is all of this stuff here. Don't want to get rid of the AI2s just in case. But that gives us another 200 odd K to our name, which is lovely. And then if we just grab the rewards, which is another 30k from Mechanic, puts us at the highest amount I think we've been over the whole course of this series, which is at 409,000. So when it comes to this AK, we can't actually put a handguard on it, but we can go ahead and put this, which will help significantly. Let's take that out. Let's take our pistol out, put the AK in, and then unload it and unload the ammo. So if we filter by this, we should be able to buy a couple. So let's buy 3 spares. And then I'm going to link search and grab some actual ammo. So we'll go with PRS ammo. So it's 30 round mags. Let's grab 300 rounds because it's not that expensive. And then we can go ahead and load this into the mags and slot one into the chamber as well. And at least this way we have, let's put a full 60. We've got some spare ammo. We've got an AK, rather than obviously using like a Mosin or a SMG all the time. Have a pilgrim to take in with us as well. And I think the next thing we're going to focus on is getting the route task done for Scorpion, which will give us the guaranteed Salewa, as I said. It also unlocks a Salewa purchase from Scorpion, and it gives us 22k plus 0.03 rep with him too. So I think that is where we're going to head next. We're going to go into make sure we've actually got nothing in the fanny pack. I completely forgot we had this, so we could have actually taken that MP7 out. I need to remember that this is actually something we can put loot into. But we're going to go into Ground Zero, get the route done, try and get some loot, maybe even get a few kills along the way, maybe even find a Toz on the Scav, who knows, and continue our progress moving forward. We'll also keep an eye out for an Iskra ration pack and also some instant noodles for Jaeger as well. But let's jump into another raid in the terms of Ground Zero. We'll probably go at 6 o'clock in the morning because this particular map isn't actually that dark at night time, plus it's going to be transitioning into the morning, and hopefully we can get this second ambulance marked for Scorpion. Okay, so raid number 2 of the episode. Just got to remember that this particular AK is single fire even only, so we're not going to be able to like spray and pray when we come up against PMCs and scouts. We're going to have to try and take our time and hit our shots accordingly. We will go ahead and put the mount on just in case we find any form of flashlight during the course of this raid. But the main thing that we want to try and do is make our way over to Emacom, so at least that way we'll be able to hopefully mark this ambulance that's required for Scorpion's task. And I'm pretty sure we can either go up and left for Emacom, or we can go down, like straight down, but not through the extract area, and that will also get us to Emacom, should I say. Take the PSO. Not that we're probably going to use it anytime soon, but we will go ahead and take it. Just remembered we didn't want to drop down there because there is the weapon crate that we can also loot, which is just up here. So just go ahead and quickly open this up. So we do have another weapon here, an STM. That's not actually too bad of a weapon to find, in my opinion. It is one of my preferred single shot, like SMG style guns that we have access to. But I do find on Ground Zero, every time that I've like spawned into a raid on the SPT version of the game, we oh, can't do that. I thought we could do that. There hasn't been too many shots ringing off for the first few minutes. Then all of a sudden, everything pops off all at once. So we do need to be a little bit wary of that side of things. Do we need this for a task? No, but we need it. Oh no, we do. We need it for booze. Didn't even know that was a task, to be fair. For all I know, that could be a Scorpion task that isn't in the normal game. I think we have rest space level... Actually, do we have rest space level 1? I can't remember. We'll take them for now. And if we do have rest space level 1, then we don't need to worry about keeping hold of the matches. I'm going to check my immediate right here, because we had a scavs with a NMG there once before. And I don't really want to be caught out with that again, if I can help it. We want to come through here, because I'm pretty sure this is the way to Emacom that doesn't take us through the main area of the map, just so we can get this second ambulance marked. If the ambulance obviously is up here. Which, I wouldn't see why it isn't. Yeah, it's that one just there, I want to say. First, I wouldn't say why, I wouldn't see how or why the second ambulance wouldn't be here, solely because it is, at the end of the day, medical area. Okay, so I couldn't plant it on the front, but I can plant it on the side. That's fine. Let's just get that sorted. We'll also check for Salivas whilst we're here, because why not? Take the Tarcola. Take that for now. Might as well take that too for the time being. Medbag unfortunately isn't going to have what we require, but we now have successfully marked the ambulances for Scorpion, so I'm pretty sure excuse me, I'm pretty sure we will need to survive and extract this map in order for that to go through. Let's just double check. Yeah, we need to survive and extract from ground zero. That's fine. We'll try and make sure that happens. Do we have this in an exfil? We do actually have this as an exfil. We could potentially just get out of this raid, like right here and now, if we wanted to. I just don't know what else we would achieve by staying in this raid. The only thing would be potential kills, and we're not on any sort of task that we need to worry about that. So we'll just go ahead and exfil there, making sure that that task is completed and continuing our progress. We did get a little bit of loot there, so we can go ahead and obviously sell some of it, keep some of it. So it's not the worst run in the world. It's just a very quick ground zero run to make sure we got that task completed, because I know we've ran basically woods and ground zero the whole of the first 2 episodes. So I just wanted to make sure this time around we actually have some different things going on. So next is takedown, which is eliminate any targets on shoreline. Now we don't have anything else on shoreline right now, so I think we'll leave this until we start running shoreline for other tasks. But at least we know that that is there and ready for us. But we do now have the first Salewa we need for shortage. So we'll just turn that into therapist. Let's put that up here. So what do we want to keep hold of? We'll probably keep the horse. We'll keep... Actually, I don't know how far away Booze is, so we'll probably get rid of that. We'll keep this. Now, do we need these matches? Let's go and have a look at our hideout real quick. I'm pretty sure we've already done rest base level 1. But at the same time, I just want to double check. We haven't done rest base level 1, so we just need to find ourselves some white tape. And then we will have rest base level 1. We can probably sell this. We'll sell this. Sell the Xenomorph because we don't need it at the moment. Do need these for car repair. We can sell those. Keep that. We'll keep the Tarcola. Keep the hose. That's just a barter item. That's also a barter item, but I'll keep hold of it just in case we need it for the barter for... I can't even remember what the barter is now. The elite pliers. We're going to keep hold of this magazine. I've got plenty of room in here actually. Let's go ahead and just chuck some of this stuff in here just so we have a bit more room for ourselves. So let's chuck that up there. Let's put that there. These here like so, and move that down here. Meaning that we can probably just go ahead and fill... Actually, we can fill these empty spots with ammo, right? Cool. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. The LPS rounds we'll keep hold of for the Mosins. There's more Mosin rounds, and then let's go ahead and sell what we can out of this. And then I'm actually going to start selling to Peacekeeper a bit more, because I know when we get to level 14, he'll be the first one that we can unlock to the next trader level. So we want to try and get this 11k spent with them as quickly as possible. I'm also going to get rid of the LPS rounds because why not? We've got plenty of Mosin rounds for the time being. And then obviously the STM we'll just put in there for now as well. So this next raid I'm probably going to go and run interchange. So we can start getting stuff done in terms of this daily task for Ragman, but B, we can also go into the back of Goshen and see if we can find the Iskra and the noodles, and also we might be able to do a little bit of PvP and also some looting on this map as well. It doesn't really matter what time we go on interchange, the map is inside, everything's insured. So let's jump into our first interchange run of the series and see if we can get any decent loot or even some progress towards some tasks. Alrighty, so raid number 1 of interchange. Let's get this ball rolling. So it's not a bad spawn in terms of potentially getting a little bit of loot before we move into the mall. So we will go ahead and loot up as quickly as possible as we can here and then move inside. We'll take that ghost mask. I'm going to not put it on for now unless we need to make enough room for it. Okay, I'm going to put the shattered mask on over the helmet and face covering that we had. Just because I feel this is going to be a lot better for us over that particular helmet. Because, as I said before, the helmet's not the greatest in the world. It was just the only kind of protection we had at the time to put on. I have a feeling we might need that cricket, so we'll go ahead and take that, and we'll turn the power on whilst we're here. So we did actually find a GPU in the last episode, but unfortunately we weren't able to successfully exfil with it because we ended up dying in that particular raid. We had it in our secure container, so it wasn't the end of the world. We just had to unfortunately end up selling it because we're nowhere near being able to do the task that not the task, sorry, the Bitcoin farm within our hideout. So that was a little unfortunate, but it's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to Tarkov. There's a DVD player there, which we're not going to take because we don't really need it. We've checked the PC back there. So we'll check for the 2 stashes that are in here as well, just in case they have any loot in there for us. No guarantee they're going to have spawned for us, of course. The car exfil is here, ironically enough. So there is also like potential to come back here to exfil once we've gone through Goshen. Let's go and see if this stash has spawned, which it has. Lovely. So I'm not sure if those shots were killer or not that we just heard. There's potential they could have been. We'll take the PS rounds. Potential they could have been, but at the same time that could be a PMC fighting off scavs. It could be a scav that's got a like full auto weapon. There is actually a mod that can be installed for SPT which tells you the bosses that you are going to fight in that upcoming raid, or you potentially could fight, should I say, in that upcoming raid. So that is something that I contemplated downloading, and then I thought it just kind of takes away the boss hunting aspect of the game when you're on those quests. But at the same time, when you're on those quests, it is nice to know if you have those bosses available. So if you guys want to see me download that particular mod for this series, please let me know. That'd be greatly appreciated. There is also a mod, I haven't come across it myself yet, but I have seen other people talk about it and have it on their playthroughs of SPT, which is essentially like random events that can happen. So these random events range from having quiet raids where there's no scavs, no PMCs, to having like all the bosses on the map, like all the bosses on a certain map, should I say. So there are plenty of opportunities and plenty of like potential expansion of mods that we could look into. So if you guys have any mods that you would like to see on the series, then by all means let me know in the comment section down below. I'll check them out, and if I feel like there'll be something that would make the series better, or I think I'd enjoy the mod, I will definitely look to incorporate those particular mods going forward. So I've kind of installed the mods that I saw on other people's like playthroughs or recommended. That I was like, you know what, we'll install those because I think they'll make the series a little bit more interesting. Let's go ahead and take the Xeno as well. So yeah, if you wanna recommend mods that you think would be pretty cool to have, by all means, as I said, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll definitely look into them and see if there's something that I want to incorporate into the series. But apart from those shots that we heard right at the start, I was about to say we haven't heard anything else, but then some shots do ring out underneath us. So that kind of makes me think there could be the potential for killer in this particular raid, because the shots are coming from the underground section of the map. But at the same time, could mean absolutely nothing. Let's just leave those in there, because we don't need any of that. Continue on our way. So this has been looted, which means there's every potential for a player to be nearby. Especially with like this much taken out of the weapon crate as well. Not sure if that was over 10 meters, but there is a possibility it could have been. And I'm not going to check that scav at the moment. I'll come back to them. Kind of just want to go through the back of the map here. Probably going to drop this Xeno for now. We need that eventually. I think we might already have one, but we'll take it for now. If it comes to it, we'll just sell it to Ragman. But I'm going to at least check the back area for food and drink here. That is some peas, which we don't need. Tar cola. So I think I'm going to start collecting the items we need for the hedonic barter. Because once we have the ability to barter for that, it would be nice to have it to store food and drink in. So we need tar cola, herring. I'm actually going to take this water bottle because we'll need that eventually for need squash as well for a Jaeger task. We don't need that Tushonka anymore, even though it does craft the smaller Tushonkas. Don't need a sorry, but we can use that for energy this raid. So we need hot rods, we need tar colas, we need herrings, and we need squash, if my memory serves correct for the barter trades. Let's just go ahead and eat the sorry that we just picked up, and then we'll drink the max energy as well. So another ice green tea. Sorry, which we don't need. Every time I see the sorry, I think it's like a herring, which is why I kind of walk over to it and I'm like, ah, that's actually not what we need. Mayo's going to be good money, so we'll take that for the time being. But so far, we'll take this bottle of water because we do need 2. But so far, nothing that we've actually required for Jaeger's task. And I have found Iskras in the past in like these freezer beds, and also in those ones over there too. So I do tend to check these if I do have the opportunity to do so. But it looks like nothing in them this raid, unfortunately. So we'll go and check that scav, see what they had. We can also double check the car exfil, which is still up for the time being. Just saw movement over here. Ah, Tushonka, we'll take that. I've also found salewers over in this area before. Probably drink the kvass as well in a second. Bite in a second, I mean now. Little sorry up there, which we don't need. That is a hot rod even, which we do need. So the last item we need for supply was a TOS. So I'm sort of hoping we can find one of those eventually. I can't remember where I killed this scab now. Ah, found him, okay. Repositioning because we whiffed those shots. Whiffed the shots on the moving target. Now I'm pretty sure the scav repositioned over here somewhere. Lovely, we'll take that. I was kind of hoping that was going to be a TOS for us. I didn't quite see what it was when the scav ran past. Take that money. I really want to take this other grenade, so I'm probably going to drop this PS ammo thinking about it, and then that grenade can come up here. Don't actually know what the archive room key is, but we'll take it. Right, let's drop the UV lamp and this to take these two. And then we'll drink all of this. MP155. Not quite what we're looking for shotgun wise, unfortunately. A couple of flashbangs. Again, don't really need those. Excuse me. Another 4 suppressor. So I'm going to drop the mayo so we can take this. And we'll eat the peas. So unfortunately, no progress for Jaeger. I thought that was a person for us. Oh, it was a person. Should have really zoomed the scope in before I started shooting there. They moved before I could shoot. I've hit 2 headshots, I swear. I honestly thought I hit a couple of headshots there. Evidently, I whiffed. Unfortunately. Well, good news is we've got plenty of hydration and energy. Hydration and energy if we need it. we do have another nade, so we can throw another one over in the direction that PMC was. But I'm also so tempted just to back out of this fight and head for exfil. But then, is there much point in that right now? I'm not sure. Okay, not sure if that scav had killed the player or not. So I'm just going to throw another nade to be on the safe side. Hey, okay, this was the player we're fighting. Excuse me. Take that dog tag. I'm gonna go ahead and actually take this rig for a bit more room in the backpack. Do I want this armor? It's a tier 3, tier 3. Probably not in that case. Did they not have a bag on? I swear they had a bag. Oh, there's our Toz. Oh, they did have a bag, but the scav took the bag. Trying to steal my loot, man. Oh, the noodles as well. That is massive. PRS rounds, we could probably go ahead and drop those. Stars, yeah, we'll keep those. We should. I hear movement, but we got what we wanted. We ended up killing the PMC with a nade. Ended up killing the scav that ended up trying to steal our stuff. And we got a daily task done. Plus we got noodles. So we then just need the Iskra. So safe to say it is time for us to get the hell out of here. I will very quickly check this ammo box before we do. Just in case we find anything worth taking. Take the BS rounds. But now, let's get the hell out of this raid. Is the car still up? Is the first question. Yes. We will reload this mag as well. The way we fought that PMC wasn't ideal though. We were just lucky they kept hitting us in the stomach. Like they whiffed a couple of shots and then hit us in the stomach. Rather than like head tapping us pretty much straight away, which is good. And they had a Mosin which helped out as well. If they had a full auto weapon, I think that fight may have gone a little differently for us. But regardless, we managed to hit them with a nade in a nice little confined space so they couldn't really avoid the third grenade. And then we ended up killing the scav that was trying to steal our stuff. And the scav had a Toz on them, which is required for supplier, so ironically enough, we came in to try and do some stuff for Jaeger's task, which in a way we managed to do. We got some noodles out of the scav, but we also managed to find the Toz that we required to get the supplier task done as well. So all in all, this raid has been very successful. Don't know if that shot was at me. Just hearing the one suppressed shot sounding like it was outside kind of makes me think it was at me, but then at the same time I'm not overly sure. But as well as the kill on the PMC, we managed to get a bunch of items that are needed for the Hedonic barter. So overall, we can't really complain about how this raid has gone. But we were just shot at. Are they inside? Yeah, yes is the answer. Don't have an angle on them though. There's two in there. Okay, that's fine. We managed to escape what could have been a really unfortunate death there. But thankfully, we managed to get out of it alive. We got 3 scav headshots. All of them were over 10 meters, which is huge for the daily. And then we also got a grenade kill. Unfortunately, we're not on Grenadier. Otherwise, that would have been quite nice for that particular task. But regardless, another successful run, which means we have now broken our little curse that we had going on in the last episode. That last episode was crazy. I really don't know how and why our luck was so bad that last episode. But that is in the past now. We've managed to get 2 out of 2 successful runs, meaning that we can go ahead and get the elimination task done for Therapist, which is huge. And then we can also hand in the noodles to Jaeger, meaning we just need 1 Iskra ration pack for him. So how many bottles of water did we get out of that raid? Because we've already got 1 here. So if you put another one down here, and then this one we can go ahead and sell. The star rounds we'll sell for now. The ski mask, we have a ski mask, so we can sell this. And then all of the barter items, in fact, let's go up here real quick. Suppressor, suppressor, sell. This can go onto there. A lot of this stuff is task and hideout. So if we just chuck what we can into the rig to make a bit more room. Illumination is now ready, which we'll go ahead and do whilst we have that in our mindset and whilst it's fresh. Illumination, construct, lovely stuff. Oh, and we can actually, I just noticed, we can get the shooting range done as well. So do we have, we've got a little bit of room in there, and we've got some room in here too. How much in here? That was it. Okay, that's fine. The Shonko can go down there. The Bolbex we will sell. We'll keep hold of the archives key for now. We'll sell this dog tag for the time being. This BS ammo we will keep. The TOS we need to hand in to Skier thinking about it before we do anything silly with that. So turn that in, which opens up 3 different tasks for us. So Stirrup, Extortionist, and Friend from the West. So we could have kept hold of those dog tags for this, but that's fine. So I'm half tempted to go into in fact I am going to go into customs, because we should be able to just buy the shotguns, these, off of Jaeger and hand those into Prapor, which I completely forgot that we could do, so that's another task in our out. Meaning we've got search mission and luxurious life. So that does mean we're going to have to go back into ground zero for this at some point, and woods for this. But I'm going to probably go into customs in this next run. And the reason being is I want to try and get the extortionist task done. Plus, it will give us another map to run on this particular series, other than obviously running the same thing over and over. Let's go to Peacekeeper, sell these bits to him. And then if we go to here, we can chuck a bunch of stuff that's in our stash into the Pilgrim for the time being, meaning again it frees up a bit more room. So let's go ahead and grab our awards from all of the relevant parties. We can sell that Saiga 9 as well to Peacekeeper, and we'll probably sell that Kedda too, because I'm not going to probably end up using that Kedda anytime soon. So we'll do this to them. Therapist, you can have this. Lovely. Okay, so let's check the winner's wallet. We've got plenty of money left in here for car exfil, so we'll just leave that in there for now. But the next raid is going to be on good old customs, and I need to remember we've got that fanny pack. I keep forgetting, because it's 6 extra slots we can use for loot, and I just keep forgetting we have it, so we need to remember that. But we're going to go into customs for the next run to go ahead and get extortionist sorted. We can also go to Crack House and the Stronghold to try and get shortage done. I'm half tempted to run just a pistol, you know, and try and get stirrup sorted, because we have a Glock and we have an APS. So we could just do a pistol run and see if we can get any progress made on that, you know. I think that's what I'm going to do. Rather than running the AK, I'm just going to do a Glock run. So if we filter by this, we'll get like 5, let's say. And then let's link search. Do I want Green Tracer or PSO? Let's grab Green Tracer, why not? I will grab all the Green Tracer ammo because it just makes sense to me. Don't know why it makes sense to me, but it does. Slot that in there. We'll top load that mag actually with the PST and chuck it in there. And then we can do this. We're probably not going to need this much backup ammo, but I just feel like bringing in a reasonable amount. And I'm going to grab one more of these mags, just so we have a reasonable amount of magazines and backup ammo. So, the plan for this particular raid on customs, we go in, we try and get extortionists done. If we find PMCs, we try and get pistol kills. We're going to take a couple of grenades in with us again as well, just to kind of help us in any firefights we get into. Any loot we find is good loot for us to take, and hopefully we might be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone with pistol kills and the extortionist task. But regardless of that, let's jump into a customs run and see how we fare. Alrighty, so first run on good old customs for our SPT playthrough. And I'm trying to, I think it's up here actually. I was about to say, I'm trying to figure out where actually, yeah, I was about to say I can't do the extortionist. I can, I just need to go and get the key. But I was trying to see where the spawn was for the stash. Unfortunately, the stash hadn't spawned for us there, so we can't go ahead and hit that right off the rip. Just got to be careful because there is a PMC spawn up by that tower, so there's every possibility that there might be a PMC tracking our way. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, actually let's check the magazine, see how many rounds are in it. It's about half. Let's chuck some rounds in here. I'm pretty sure we can put that in our Glock. Because if we can, it's going to be very handy to have a 50 round mag rather than a bunch of 17s. So it'd be a massive, massive find if we can put it in, which we can. Oh, that's huge. Okay, that makes this situation a little bit more doable. rather than having to constantly worry about 17 round mags. We now have a 50 round mag. And theoretically I should be chasing these shots down, but we'll go and do that in a second. Right now we just want to do a little bit of looting up here whilst we have the opportunity to do so. We'll take this. Oh, the sawn off has to go in the pistol slot, doesn't it? Has to go here. So we won't take that, I don't think. Right. 2 more bits to loot here, and then we can start kind of hunting down shots as we go. Shift grip is highly nice. Recommended to take, should I say. It's one of the better grips in the game at this present moment in time. We will take those bandages actually, and we'll drop them on 8. The only issue with trying to do this task on this map, stirrup that is if we come up against anyone that's got any sort of full auto weapon and we're caught off guard, it's gonna be ripperoni pepperoni for us. I think that was a scab that just poked out here.
Хуйлово! Конец тебе!
My guy was jiggle peeking his head off. What the hell was that? I was kind of hoping for a key, not gonna lie. Run! Try drop shotting me. I don't know if it's a PMC or something or a suppressed weapon out there, but they were torching my ass just a second ago. That was a PMC, lovely. That is 1 down and 2 to go for Stirrup. Just repack our mag real quick. I had a feeling it could have been a PMC just by the way they're like running past us. But at the same time I was like, oh, I don't know if this is a PMC or not. This could be dangerous. It was dangerous. But thankfully, we managed to pick up the kill. Now I'm not going to go and loot them just yet. I'd rather take my time to heal up a little bit before doing so. I'm pretty sure there's a med bag that can spawn back here. Unfortunately it hasn't, but this, I'm not going to take it. Because I think it's going to put us overweight. Not by much, but it will put us overweight, and I don't really want to be running around overweight if I can help it. And all we'd really be doing with it is just selling it, so I think it's better off for us just to pick it up, take the XP, and then drop it again like we did. Rather than lumping it around the rest of the map. Oh, we need that duct tape. That's actually going to be beneficial for the hideout upgrades. Some RAM we can sell. So I don't think we need it for anything. It's just a barter item. Need to reload there. There's a wrong button. We could probably take the fuel, even though that's going to put us overweight as well. Can't put that in the Willer's wallet, can I? Nope. We will take that Bitcoin though. As I was going to say, even though... No, I don't want to do that. Even though it's going to put us overweight, we will definitely go ahead and do it. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know what just happened. Install. Apparently it was... took me... well, not apparently. It took me back to like the screen that you've got to load before you go into SPT Tarkov. Like the server screen. It was like, you're going to paste something here. I was like, I didn't want to paste anything here. Right, we need to find some... We need to find some food and drink. And some food and drink can spawn up here. There's some sugar, some humpback, which is going to be handy. Just need to find some sort of hydration. Take the Rubelays. What was it that we needed for the hideout? Duct tape. Thought I heard someone up here. Might be outside, to be fair. But yeah, we're definitely going to need to find some hydration during the course of this raid. Anything here? Nope. Okay. Definitely hear movement. There's some hydration. Okay, there's shots which sound reasonably close to us. And movement that sounds reasonably close to us. So we need to be... Not sure if that was a PMC that poked their head out. Oh, there are... There's people down there too. That failed. Yeah, our nade failed miserably at the people over by the ZB extract. We have to use our last bit of our CMS back in our stomach again, unfortunately. So if we get hit in the stomach again, we are definitely going to need to get out of this run. Like there and then. We are a stomach with 9 HP. That was a scav we just killed. Okay. Let's repack our 50 real quick. We did some damage to that PMC that accidentally vaulted. I'm hearing a bit of movement outside. I want to check this nade box if it's here, which it's not. So I have to be wary, because if this is a TMC, guy down there. Did I kill them? One more shot for good luck. Oh, hello. That's 2 out of 3 with stirrup. We're doing all right with this Glock at the moment. Unfortunately, no CMS, so we do have to be cautious. How long have we got? 26 minutes. Okay, we've got a reasonable amount of time left. Scav's got a good rig for storing stuff in. We need that eventually. Let's get rid of that. I didn't want to do that. Let's drop this. We will eventually need those round glasses, but I'm going to leave them for now. Want to say they're dead? Hey, stirrup done. That PMC had no idea what was hitting him. Ah, grenade, lovely. We'll take that. Okay, so that's stirrup complete. Fire steel's nice. We now just need to get extortionist done, and that's essentially both things we wanted to do in this raid sorted. We'll take that S march to be on the safe side. I think that's where we are, you know, like this map. I could be wrong. I hear something to my left. Bad nade. Yeah, this pistol goes hard. There's a person down there I just saw move. What do you have? Give me that Vepper Hunter. Oh, don't tell me you've got no rounds for it. You have no rounds for it. can. It's a nice gun though, we'll take it. Take the mags as well actually. Crowbar, PRS. Take the mags but we'll put them down here. We'll drop the shattered mask. Do we have space for this? No. Well we do, but we have to drop the fuel. Screw it. We're dropping the fuel. Take the ibuprofen. Okay, so extortionist is the next thing we need to worry about. It's another PMC. Yep. Oh, they have a UMP. We'll take the morphine, we'll take the 2 nades too. So far, so good. What have you got in here? EKO, we don't want that. As I said, the next thing we need to worry about though is extortionist. I'm pretty sure there was scavs to our left. There's definitely movement in that building. I want no part of it right now. We need to also repack this mag. Go and stand in this corner real quick so we can repack this mag. The downside to extortionist though is we've got to go and grab the we're gonna have to go and grab the actual key and come back, but that's not too bad because the key's only in that direction. I thought it was further than that, not gonna lie. So far this raid's been a banger though. Suppressed Vapor Hunter, suppressed UMP that we can actually slap a sight onto that we have, just to free up a bit more room. Oh, we can't put that shift grip on it though. That's unfortunate. Can we put that grip on it? No. Why can't I put a grip on this? Because they've got the handguard that doesn't allow you to have a grip for some reason. Okay, that's fine. And we found a Bitcoin. Like, I'm torn between what I do with the Bitcoin at the moment. I don't know whether it's worth us keeping hold of said Bitcoin. Oh no, we do need to get the key from the scav body. I think for extortionist, we'll come back. We'll go and grab the key and just exfil from the raid. I think that's our best bet here. Rather than trying to do it here and now. Dr. Lupo's beans is nice for XP. We'll just drink this water for the hydration. Did I say for the XP? I meant for the money. So we have IUAF, smugglers, crossroads, dawns. Yeah, okay, so we need to go through to the other side of the map in order to get out of this raid successfully. Let's just top up our health whilst we have the opportunity. But there was a lot of scouts and a lot of players in that location around ZB 101, I think it is. So this being open would be awesome if we had this extract. But we are going to check the giving tree whilst we're here. Make sure no scouts are just chilling. Hopefully we don't have the goons to worry about, because that would not be ideal. right about now. Okay, nothing decent at the given tree. Nothing stash-wise. Let's just check this med bag, see if a Soleil was spawned in there or something for us. So, we'll take... like the soap and then put it back to the XP. We'll take the other bit. Aqua Peps, whatever they are. Okay, let's go this way. As much as I'd love to go into Stronghold right now, I don't know if that's the call. I think the call is just to get to Exfil now. Also, we've got RUAF, and we want to pick up the key for Extortionist on our way through, if it's not already been taken. If it's already been taken, then it's already been taken. There's not a lot we can do about that, considering we spawned on the other side of the map to it. Was that morphine that we found in the raid? No, let's pop this morphine just in case. We can go through Crack House, because there's also the opportunity for us to find a intel in there too, as well as meds. That IFAC's huge. This CMS is big because it replaces the one we had. Ideally, finding a Salewa would be the ideal situation. Medways. I'm not really too fussed about checking the other areas in here. In terms of like downstairs. I'd rather check for keys in the filing cabinets and for intel in here. No intel by the looks of things, unfortunately, but we will take the juices so we can top up our hydration. Excuse me. Although it doesn't look like our hydration is the issue, it looks like our energy levels are now the issue. So we will just crack the can of peas. And we can leave that juice there for now. Obviously there is possible opportunities to find intel in filing cabinets too. I think I found like 1 or 2 intels in filing cabinets. So there is that obviously opportunity for us. Do we have a way that we can make room for a 2 slot? We don't, that's fine. Obviously I could be taking like these cigarettes, getting them ready for bad habit, but knowing they spawn in filing cabinets quite frequently. Oh my god. There's me talking about how you can find intel in a filing cabinet, and we find one. Honestly, I thought these 2 CMSs were 2 Salewas, then I would be like, this would have been a banger of a raid, even more so than it already is. Salewas? No? Okay. We are getting the hell out of this raid now. Stirrup done, the intel quest done for Scorpion. A decent chunk of loot, of Bitcoin, like... Honestly, I don't know what else we can say about this raid other than... Banger! Right, let's check for the key. So we do have a slot we can pop it into. It is here, lovely. Right. Now, let's just get out of this raid. Make sure there's no scavs here before we just sprint past, being like, YOLO! But this, all being well and we don't get like sniped from across the water, has been an absolute banger of a raid. Holy cow. I did not think for 1 second we were actually going to find an intel in those filing cabinets. That was just me going, oh yeah, you can potentially get intel out of filing cabinets. Boff, intel. Oh yeah, we didn't go and loot our first kill. We killed 4 PMCs that run, but we didn't go and loot the first kill, and we killed 2 USECs. So that's also progress for us towards Friend from the West Part 1 as well. So, yeah, I really cannot complain in the slightest about that raid. And if I'm honest, I'm not gonna. That raid was something that blew my expectations of what could happen out the water. And then some. Like Bitcoin, we're going to probably keep hold of for the barter. Like Intel for Scorpion. Let's put the Bitcoin down here. Let's go to Scorpion and hand in this Intel. Bosh. Gives us an RPK as well. Like hotline follow-up. Check out 3-story dorms. Okay, so we need to go into 3-story dorms on customs anyway. And that gives us a... Kias armor as well as some fuel, as well as 40k rubles. Damn. Skier stirrup is completed, gives us a tri-zip, 70k rubles. Obviously we lose a little bit of rep from therapist and prapor there, but we can regain that through the task lines for them. That's not an issue at all. But holy cow, what a raid that was. We also have the duct tape, which gives us rest space in our hideout also. So we're slowly but surely coming on with our hideout now. That's really, really helpful in terms of like being able to craft stuff further down the line. So let's go ahead and construct this. So what do we need for med station? We need vitamins and 2 bandages. Workbench, we need 1 set of screws, and then we can obviously buy the clippers. We need toothpaste and toilet paper, and then we need the security tape, tape measure even for security. So let's just very quickly grab our rewards off of Scorpion and Skier, because that helps us even more. How much of this can go in here? That can't, because it's got a suppressor on it. That's fine. Just take you out, put you in, put you like that. And then I'm not going to worry about sorting out the stuff that's in those 2 at the moment, but that's handy to have. Obviously we've now got this. We have the UMP. Like, we have options now on what we can run. We have the unknown key as well. All I gotta say, guys, is that is gonna be it for this particular episode. If you did enjoy the episode, please be sure to hit that like rating and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content in general, because I will be uploading games such as Grey Zone Warfare when that comes out, and also Arena Breakout Infinite, or whatever that game's going to be called, that game as well. Both of those games are very similar to Tarkov in the way that they play. Obviously Grey Zone Warfare have come out and said they're not an extraction shooter, but they've got the same sort of mechanics looting wise as Tarkov. Those are 2 games I'm definitely going to be uploading in the foreseeable future. There'll be some games I upload as well that are outside of the kind of extraction looter shooter game style, so if you're looking forward to those as well, be sure to hit that sub button. I'll leave a link in the description down below to all of my social media, so if you want to go and follow me on those, be sure to do so. Also, I'll leave links to my Twitch and my TikTok, which I am going to be going live on very, very soon. I've recently made a little bit of a change in my personal life, so I'm going to have a bit more time to be able to actually stream and make content, which I'm really excited about. And also, guys, if you do enjoy TCG games, be sure to check those out. Check out even my YouTube for those in the description down below. I'll be uploading a Yu-Gi-Oh series starting very, very soon. And I'm also looking to open stuff from other TCGs just to start collecting TCGs in general. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.